I'm going to take us into the NFL world. That's actually where I'm going to live with all three of my bets. I figure I went 2-0 in NFL, 0-1 in college last week in this space. So let's stick to NFL, and maybe I'll jump back into the college world next week. The Week 6 Thursday night game, Buccaneers and Eagles. Bucs are 7-point favorites. I really like this one, Dan. Give me the Bucs all day at 7-point favorites against the Eagles. Just the better team. I mean, just flat out comfortably the better team. And I keep circling back to the Eagles and wondering why they're getting any sort of respect whatsoever. I mean, this is a team that, put up a 32-6 win over the Falcons in week 1 and really haven't done anything since then to impress us very much. And so I just keep coming back to them. Sure, it's a short week. Sure, they're the home team, but Tampa is Tampa. And this team really hasn't been slowed down at all this season, with the exception of their game against the Patriots, a game that they won 19-17. And obviously there was some emotion going into that game for both sides of it. But that's the only time that we've seen this Tampa Bay offense get slowed down whatsoever this season. And so I don't think Philly's going to do that. I think if Philly's going to keep this within the 7, they're going to have to play just as good as Tampa does offensively, just as efficiently, or at least, relative to what these teams are capable of doing. Philly might even have to play better than Tampa to keep this game within a touchdown. And I just don't see it. I don't see it with the way Tampa's offense is going, with the way that they have gotten a whole lot out of the run game the last couple of weeks, with Leonard Fournette taking over as the clear number 1 back. And I'm going to talk about him in a second here. I just think that this offense really is clicking in a way that makes them incredibly hard to slow down. So then how does Philly really keep this close? Jalen Hurts has got to take advantage of a secondary that's really just been flat out bad this season. I mean, that's true about Tampa. If they have a weakness at all on this team, it is the pass defense. And so Jalen Hurts has to take advantage of that weakness of this team if they're going to keep this game within 7. And I'm just not sure that this team is built to do that. We haven't seen enough from them that tells me they're built to do that. Even in that win over Philly or over Carolina last week, they didn't throw the ball all that effectively. They really didn't. It was a lot of defense and a lot of run game, and Jalen Hurts pushing in a couple of rushing touchdowns once they got inside the 10-yard line. I just don't think they are built to take any sort of advantage of the one weakness that Tampa has, and that's why I'm always very comfortably pushed over everything, checking a box for me. Give me the Buccaneers laying the 7 against the Eagles tonight.
So you're not scared off by touchdown favorite on the road. I know you talked about this before, that the trend of home and road not meaning as much, huh?
I am not scared by it whatsoever. Again, when the gap between the two teams is as wide as it is here, I feel totally comfortable trusting the better team to just be better and to do what they do. And nothing about the Eagles tells me that they can slow down what Tampa does well. And nothing about the Eagles offense tells me they can take advantage of the one thing Tampa doesn't do well. And so that's where this one really separates for me. And that's where I ultimately come down to the Buccaneers. It's a big spread. It's definitely a big spread. And if this was a team that could take advantage of those secondary issues that the Buccaneers have, then maybe I think twice about it. But I don't see the Eagles as that brand of team.